doing the next episode here of going forward on the mat. So it's some advanced asanas. Just be doing a single sun salutation. So let's, as I say, go for it. So coming up to the front of the mat, reaching up as high as you can. Deep inhale. Remember all the breathing through the nose. Deep inhale and exhale. Challenge yourself a little bit here. Lift up on the heels, go on the toes. Exhale, release. Let the hands fall to the floor. Exhale, tuck in the stomach. Turn the fingers back. Let's go nice and deep. Palms completely flat. If you want to go a little deeper, just exhale, bend the elbows. And a bit of gentle insistence here. Moving the hands back further as you enter with a bit more supple spine and opening the legs. And now inhale, coming up. Sort of a modified sun salutation here, so let's just do one. Reach up again. Exhale, falling forward. This time, caption the elbows. Let yourself and the crown of the head go towards the earth with gravity. Then bend the knees. Capture the calves behind, holding onto the elbows, and just slide those forearms. Then we get a little bit more opening here in the backs of the legs. As our chest touches the quads, and our head's there, right below the knees. Bend the knees, looking up. Hands completely flat on the mat. Going back into plank. Chaturanga. Curl the toes, top of the feet. Up dog. Hold here for a couple breaths. And again, we're modifying this, doing a few things along the way. Lower down into cobra. Exhale. Cobra twist. Looking, casting your gaze on the opposite heel on the exhale breath. Opening that lumbar area. Keeping the arms straight, head raised. And now inhale back to center. Exhale off to the other side. Again, looking back at the opposite heel. Calm breath. Make sure your hips stay on the mat. Inhale back to center. And now curling the toes. Gonna get ready, lifting the knees off the mat and pushing back with an exhale breath into down dog. Once the heels are on the mat, let the head drop as far as you can, comfortably between the arms and the shoulders. Raising the hips there. Get your most stable point here. And when you're ready, just exhale breath, go a little deeper. Extending the arms, applying more force to the palms, driving the heels back into the floor. And come out slightly out of down dog and just work the calves a bit here. Walking the dog. And we'll come down to tabletop. And we'll get right into it. Do a balancing position. You're going to put your elbow on top of your hip and your other elbow catches the side of your knee. If you haven't done this one before, just watch. The important thing is back leg is first behind you, sort of straight, bent on the knee. Capture that support point under the hip. And then when you're ready, lift the knee and drop it on top of the other elbow. Once you're here, just open the leg to the side, kicking the yoga brick casually for a little drama. And just stay here for a couple breaths. Now this one's a lot of fun. Shoot back into chaturanga. Coming back up to up dog. Kind of child's pose for a minute. Reset here. And go for the other side now. So again, now left leg is slightly bent. You're on top of the knee. Find your support point for your hip on top of your elbow. The other elbow captures the side of the knee, pressing forward. Keep your balance, and then extend the foot out. And again, shooting back into chaturanga. Up dog. And going back into child's pose. And coming back up to standing. Tabletop brother. Now we'll come up to standing. Do a nice back bend. So raising up, deep inhale. Placing the hands there behind the back. In prayer position. Just turn a little bit for the camera here. Get them up as high as you can. The elbows coming back. Just take your time. Find a good support point here. And once you're there, I'll stay like this. Separate the knees, separate the legs rather a little bit, shoulder width distance. And then you want to bend the knees for stability. Keep belly breathing the whole way through. Go back as far as you can. Let the shoulders pull, blades come together, elbows are coming together. You get the support on the spine with the pinky fingers there. And now when you're ready, deep inhale breath. Slowly raising the head. Release the hands. And we'll go down to the mat here. So forward bend, reaching up. Exhale, falling forward gently. Hands to the mat. And we'll just step down to tabletop here. And child's pose. After that type of inversion, really important to go as quickly as possible to child's pose. And now come back up to standing, or tabletop rather. Working our feet to the front of the mat. And just standing sideways. Now this is one I haven't done in a while, but I quite enjoy it. It's called Bird of Paradise. And the sequence with this particular asana is finding your what I call your lift-off point, where you can get support on the one leg as you're lifting the other. So let's just reach up in the air Exhale, falling forward. Left arm goes underneath the left knee. You want to get that shoulder as high as possible, or as tucked in as possible, almost under the knee. This helps a lot. Okay. Now once you're there, this leg that's out a little bit, you want to bring it more to the center. So you have a straight push point as you're lifting the other leg and your arm. You want to capture your hands behind your back. I go to the toes first, check the balance, and then just lifting up from here. You want to go shoulders back as much as possible. Looking forward to drishti, our balance point. And once you're comfortable, just straighten that leg coming out. Like I said, it's been a while since I've done that one. I'm going to try it one more time. So, again, reaching up, inhale, vertical, going down, wrapping around underneath, capturing the leg, and raising up. And coming down. I think it wasn't very good, but hey, it's real world type of yoga, no clips or edits here. So now reach up, straighten the spine, get a vertical spine. Now we'll try the other side, see how that goes. So right arm underneath the right knee, almost on top of the shoulder, hands catching. Bring the foot there to the center. Go up on the toes and lift. Track the leg. Come down gracefully this time. Unleash your hands. Raise up, deep inhale. And turn to the other side of the mat to another child's pose. So we'll go down, forward bend, exhale. Hands to the mat, tabletop. And then just this time, there we are, hands on top of the spine, sitting all the way back in the heels. A little tension release for the lower back in case it's needed. And inhale, coming up. And now we will slide into the next asana using yoga bricks. I really like doing forward splits every morning. I think it's a very important part of a daily yoga practice. Try to do 20 breaths or so. Seems a good amount on each side. Using the yoga bricks, you can control and keep the body vertical, spine vertical, so you're not getting in or out of this posture in a way that can compromise the back. You don't want to be leaning over, essentially. Now you saw I just moved the mat back. That's so that the heel that's off the mat can slide a little bit. So we'll start off with the bricks high. Back knee is on the floor. Front heel's in front. Right leg in this case. Then just straightening the shoulders back. Now to go deeper from here, you just bend the elbows. Make sure that back knee is off the mat. And just slide down. Now, when you want to adjust the bricks, bring the knee down to the mat first. Adjust the bricks. Maybe you want to use a fist or a palm, whatever is more comfortable. And then again, just slide. Bending the elbows and going deeper. keeping the shoulders back, and find that sustainable point where you can keep a yogic smile and a calm breath. So stay here for 20 breaths. You feel a little more opening, go deeper. At this point, I think I can turn the yoga bricks to flat. Just going a little bit more, a few more breaths here. And now when you're ready, inhale. Start sliding that heel back, drop the back knee, push with the hands. You have to lean forward a little bit. And there. We put ourselves back in tabletop, remove the bricks for a moment. And let's just go for a child's pose here before doing the other side. Inhale coming up. And again, positioning the blocks there right next to the hips. Start with the back knee on the mat, front foot going forward, left foot in this case, and the heel sliding out. And then once you're there, raise that back knee, shoulders are going back. Just find your point. And now if you're comfortable, you want to go a little deeper. Lower the back knee to the mat for stability. Lower the yoga blocks. And with the fist of the palm, just supporting yourself and sliding that front heel out a little bit further. This also works really, really well if you use a straw mat for the heel that's gliding forward. So close your eyes. Again, try to do 20 breaths on this one in each side. It's really a core opener for the whole body. And what you gain here in suppleness and flexibility applies to almost all the asana groups going forward. And now lowering down one more time, the brick, and just sliding a bit further forward. And now, inhale coming up. Bring the heel back. Yoga bricks to the one side now. And sitting back into the posture here. Child's pose. And now to finish, we'll do a headstand. This headstand, debating how best to do it. I suppose I'll turn the mat this way towards the camera. Somebody told me the other day that my camera angles are a bit so-so. So anyway, the important thing is the alignment on the mat, yes? So I will be turning my back to the camera for a moment. Let's do a headstand. What we're going to do is what's called the unsupported headstand. Won't be on just my head, but using just the fingers or two fingers, the minimum of support and really getting the alignment, focusing on the alignment, the calm, and getting the balance just right. So it's not a strain or stress, and you're just enjoying the inversion itself. So again, that's the idea with this one. Just going to do a quick wardrobe check here, tuck in the shirt. And I always like to do these starting out normally in a forearm position, but you can start off, if you prefer, with the hands behind your back laced together, because you're going to bring them out anyway. But in this particular case, if you're going to be going for the fingers, it's better to start off in a headstand as sort of a tripod position, either with the hands completely flat or maybe on the fingers. I would start flat, and so the arms are back like this, and you'll see now with the camera. Watch first and then then try, as it were. So you're here, hands are on the outside of the mat. Find your alignment, get your hips stacked. And it's like just falling upwards. And find your balance point here. And once you're set here, you want to start considering lifting fingers and moving fingers. But I have an issue. The floor here is more than difficult. It's, should I say, it has potholes. So we're going to put another yoga mat on top for comfort, because when all the weight is directly on just the head, you do need to make sure, especially if you don't have any hair, that you are comfortable in enjoying the yoga pose and not thinking about the ground below. So one moment. Okay, that was quick. So now we put another yoga mat on top. It's particularly useful for this position. I don't like thick yoga mats. I think it makes things wobbly. Get more balance, even on a cork mat, is quite interesting. So we'll go right into it here, starting from the fingertips this time, just for a little variety. Take advantage of change the sequence. And again, stacking the hips, just falling straight up. And once you're comfortable here for a while, stay here for a while. Get used to it. Then lift a pinky, ring finger. Now today looks like a 4-finger thumb day. We'll keep adding this into the sequence and see if in an approximate day we're back to the index finger. Okay, exhale, release. Coming down. Again, very important here. Go directly to child's pose after these types of inversions. And now coming up, I'll say namaste. Thank you very much for joining. Hands to the heart here, and have a great day. See you soon. Please subscribe to the Michael Sands Yoga channel if you haven't already. And I'll be putting more things on the calendar, coming up with some more creative shares and ideas, how to enjoy yoga anywhere, anytime, any place.